a core difference between the tragedy and the nihilistic story is that there's meaning to the suffering. For example, if a heroic character is, say, he's an old fighter and he comes back because the princess, needs her kingdom back, because her daddy got murdered. And then he dies at the last battle, poignantly in the arms of the girl, he's become a second father to. That's actually fairly meaningful if you do it right. If it's noble, if it's good, if it's, properly, tragic, right? Like it's a mouthfeel more than it is a set of rules. For example, you don't want him to like crap his pants when he dies, even though that's what people do when they die. You want to avoid stuff like that. A nihilist would just have him like dead, and then, she finds him in a puddle of his voided bowels because he's dead, and he's just dead, like a animal on the side of the road with roadkill, like that doesn't do anything for anybody. It's just like realism. I almost feel like it's like a pornography or something like that, where like, it titillates the reader, the sadistic, horrifying reader, for rather than actually uplifts anything in the soul. If it's a metaphor for what, a father does for his family, well, that's meaningful. That's deep. That has legs, that grows the soul. It's something to consider in your own life. How are you leaving the world behind you? Are you leaving it better or worse? Did you live for something, or did you just die because it was time to die? Arrows are dangerous. Guys in the Middle Ages, longbowmen. So realism, yeah, there's very little meaning in Game of Thrones. In fact, that's what people say most about it. Oh yeah, they just die for this or that. No, that's not quite true for Game of Thrones. For some people, all the Starks die whenever they compromise their morals. And that's a pretty consistent theme. Ned was disloyal to his friend, when he kept the secret of Cersei's, incest, and I forget what the other one's name is because it's been so long. But basically the Red Wedding was kind of deserved, to a point. Now, was the Red Wedding an appropriate reaction? No. But it was, he broke his oath, and that means death, for a Stark, apparently. So, there's a gradient to it, but frankly, the question is, does the tragedy have meaning? And if it doesn't have meaning, frankly, it's not a very good tragedy.